Class, we will start by 2:30. Am I audible? Someone please speak.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If anyone has any doubts, you may ask so by then. Yeah, class. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any doubts, any questions from the last classes? No? अगर डाउट्स नहीं है तो इसका मतलब पढ़ नहीं रहे हो तुम लोग. डाउट्स होने चाहिए. और नहीं है तो मतलब पढ़ नहीं रहे हो तो पढ़ो. चलो, we are moving further. So today we are going to discuss another keyword in Java, which is the final keyword. So let me just make a new project just for the demonstration purpose, for the revision for many who have just started, studying from the first lecture. There are people I know. So I will right click on the project explorer window, new project, and here I will go for the Java project and the next, and I will give a project name, demo final keyword. Okay, this is the name of the project that I am giving. Then finish. Open perspective. It will ask for open perspective. I will click yes. And then this project has been created. Demo final keyword. There is SRC folder. The next thing that I need to do is to create a package, because that's the right way. We should not keep things in the default package or without package. So let me create a package in.ac.jamia.hamdard.demo code. Okay. So our package is ready. Now let me create a class. New class. Let me say the name of the class is A, just A. Okay. And that's it. So we are going to demonstrate the final keyword. Let me write in the comment. Final keyword in Java. Final keyword in Java. What is final keyword in Java? We'll try to understand. Final keyword in Java may be used with class declaration. Okay. I will say point one, class declaration. Okay. Second, method declaration. Okay. And third, with field declaration. Field declaration. So you can use the final keyword in the context of class, in the context of method, and the context of field as well. Okay. Let me start. और लोग नहीं है सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग चलो तुम्हारे सीआर से पूछा तो था मैंने ठीक है हो सकता है क्लास चलो कोई बात नहीं खत्म ही हो रही होगी okay so you were talking about the final keyword in Java and we have just written these points wherein we talked about that final keyword in Java may be used with the class. We can declare a class as final with a method. That means we can declare a method as a final, and with a particular field. Okay, we can declare the field also as a final. Now, the meaning of final class or final method or final field is different. However, the underlying understanding of the final final as a keyword and as a meaning what it means with the language, the underlying concept remains the same. But how it will be affecting the when it is declared with the class or with the method or the field, that varies. Okay, so as we know that final means something when you declare as final, that is something which cannot be changed. The literal meaning of a final, right? If we say this is my word and this is final, okay, or this is the final marks, right? So that means that could not be changed. That's something which is final and that cannot be changed. Okay. Now, so as we just said that final keyword could be declared before a class. That means a class could be declared as final. A method before a method. That means method could be declared as final, and before a field. That means the field could be declared as final. So let's try to first explore with the field. So let's say I have declared a field X that is of the type integer, and let me say it has value 10. Okay. It's a normal variable as of now. It's a normal variable. So when I say I want to make this field as final, so I will just put a final keyword, and you can see as the color of the final whatever type I have typed, that is changed to the same color of the integer or the class or public. All the keywords, they have the same color in the ID, right? So that with the color also, you know that it's a keyword. So as soon as I put the final keyword before the field X, this field X no longer remains a variable. That means its value cannot be changed. A variable is something whose value can vary over time, right? For example, if this is not a final final field, so it's a variable. Then in that case, what I can do is I can say, for example, uh, in a method, say for example, test method, public void test. I'm writing the name of the method as test, and this is the method that I've declared. Inside it, if I want to choose or inside I want to change the value of this X, I can do so. Earlier it was 10, now I can vary it or change it to 11, for example. Okay, the value would be changed. I am not getting a compilation error. ठीक है guys, clear है? अगर एक normal variable हो जिस जैसे X है of any type, for example integer, float, double, whatever you take, or even a type of a string or type of any other derived type like student. तो पहली बार जो आपने उसको जो वैल्यू दी है, वेरिएबल का मतलब होता है कि अगर उस वैल्यू को आप कोड में कहीं भी चेंज करना चाहें तो आप उसको चेंज कर सकते हैं, इस कोड के अंदर भी, या अगर ये पब्लिक फील्ड है तो किसी और क्लास के मेथड के अंदर के कोड से भी आप चेंज कर सकते हैं। इवन अगर वो पब्लिक नहीं भी है, प्राइवेट भी है, तब भी अगर गेटर मेथड से आप उसको रीच आउट कर सकते हैं तो किसी और क्लास के मेथड से आप उसको चेंज कर सकते हैं। सो इफ अ वेरिएबल is a normal variable, that is not a final variable, I have not declared final, then that's a variable and that can vary. That means its value could be changed anytime through any mechanism, whether I am changing it within the class or whether I can change it from outside the class if it is public, from some other class, a method in some other class, or if or through using the getter method or the setter method, using the setter method, I can also change the value of the class from some other class also. So all these are different possible mechanisms through which I can change the value of X because it's a variable as of now. But as soon as I declare this variable as final, you see a compilation error comes to the place or to the line number where we have tried to change its value. We have tried to change or vary its value of the variable X. Okay, and the error says the final field a.x, a is the name of the class, x is the name of the variable. That means a.x cannot be assigned a new value. That means a changed value, because with final it's no longer a variable, it becomes a constant. It's whatever the initial value that we have given, that's final. So no one in the code can, by any chance or by mistake, will be able to change the value and compile the code. So the developer, when he tries to change the value by mistake, he knows that, okay, there is a compiler error. So this particular field is made as final, and there must be some purpose to it. Okay. So the original writer of the code doesn't want this value to be changed. He wants to remain it as a constant value, not as a variable. So this field becomes a constant. Okay. Nowhere you can change then. Okay. Even though, for example, if this variable is a private variable, final, let me say it's private, and let me say I wish to generate a setter and getter methods for it. Okay. So generate getter setters. I will choose both getter and setter methods. Generate. Now private means if this would had not been a final variable, I had the opportunity to change this variable within the code of this class. That means from here to here. So any of the methods, I can write the code to change the value, right? Now I'm creating a new class, new, say for example, test A, which has got a public static void main object, main method. And here I will try to create the object of class A, reference variable name say small a is equal to new A. A new object has been created. What I can do is I can say A dot get, sorry, A dot set I generated get as address, right? Get x, acha, setter generating hua hai. Oh, fine. So this is a new enhancement in the ID which was not available earlier. I just came to know just by trying it. So as soon as you try to generate getter and setter, you see the getter was available, but setter its ID was itself ID itself is not allowing you to write the setters, right? Even if I try to write it manually, let's see what happens. ID is not giving me the option to generate the setter method because it's understanding that it's a final keyword, so its value must not be changed. If we generate a setter method, then that means we can pass through the setter method to use this private variable, which is no longer a variable, and we'll try to reassign the value to it, right? So let's try to write a setter method. Okay. Let's say public void set x, and let's say if compiler is complaining or not. The compiler is not complaining as of now. Integer x, and let's say if dot x is equal to x. Okay. So when I try to do this, ID was not allowing me to even generate the setter of x, because it knows the setter of x would be used to change the value of x. So that was at the ID level. That's not at the compiler level. Compiler will not complain me unless I write this line. The method I can generate, but when I write this line, that means this dot x is equal to x. As soon as I try this, I am trying to change the instance variable x, which is here, which is no longer a variable. It's a final. It's a constant, to a new value, which is contained in the method local or parameter value which is being passed to the method, and that may contain a new value, right? So it's giving me a compilation error. The field final a.x cannot be assigned. It's the same error. Okay. So you cannot reassign a new value through any of the methods, because the chances are that the one who is writing test a.java may not be having a quick glance at this code class A probably, and he's just trying to use this code by creating the object. So he may be in a if setter method is allowed, and the particular statement that means state number 22, which allows the variable x to be assigned a value, then in that case anyone could try to call the setter method and try to change the value, right? So that is not allowed. Guys, is it okay? Clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no? Okay, Shoaib said yes. Anyone else? Hudhaifa clear? Okay. सिंपल सी बात है, एक लाइन में हिंदी में बता देता हूं कि किसी वेरिएबल को अगर आपने फाइनल डिक्लेयर कर दिया है तो वो वेरिएबल नहीं रहता है, वो कांस्टेंट हो जाता है। इसका मतलब कोड में कहीं भी आप कोड लिख करके उसकी वैल्यू को दोबारा चेंज करने की कोशिश करेंगे तो आपको कंपाइलर एरर मिलेगा। वो कंपाइलर एरर इसलिए होता है ताकि आप समझ जाएं कि ये वेरिएबल फाइनल डिक्लेयर्ड है। ठीक है, अब इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपको अगर रीअसाइन करने की परमिशन कंपाइलर नहीं दे रहा है तो आप जाके यहाँ से फाइनल कीवर्ड को हटा करके रीअसाइन कर लें। वो तो ऑब्वियसली तो अलाउ करेगा कंपाइलर आपको अगर आपने कोड में ही चेंज कर दिया है, बट दैट्स नॉट राइट वे, क्योंकि इनिशियली जिस डेवलपर ने इसको किया होगा उसका कुछ पर्पस होगा ऐसा करने का। किसी कीवर्ड को अगर उसने, किसी वेरिएबल को अगर उसने कांस्टेंट बनाया है तो ही मस्ट बी हैविंग अ स्पेसिफिक पर्पस फॉर इट, राइट? तो उसको आपको चेंज फिर नहीं करना चाहिए। और ये सिर्फ इंडिकेशन है, जो कंपाइलर एरर है ये सिर्फ इंडिकेशन है ताकि आप कंपाइलेशन को बाईपास न कर दें अपनी गलती की वजह से। ठीक है, अब किसी ने हैंड रेज किया था। ओके, अब नहीं देख पा रहा हूं मैं। कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो पूछ सकते हैं। Okay guys, so we know what does final means when we declare it with the field. The field becomes a constant instead of remaining a variable. Okay, we cannot change its value. Now let's try to see what happens if we declare a method as final. Okay, so let me remove this setter method as of now, just to avoid the confusion. So we have got a test method defined in class A that may do something, say for example print a message in method a dot test. Okay, that means if this method is invoked, it will print that I am in a method test of class A, right? Now this is class A. Now let me create another class with the name B. Okay, and let me say its super class, that means its parent class is not object. We know that every class, if it doesn't have a super class, object class automatically becomes class. We have discussed this all in previous classes. So instead of object being a super class of B, let's say we want to change it to class A. Okay, in the package in.ac.jamia-hamza.demo code, the class A that we have just created here. So you see, super class name has changed to in.ac.jamia-hamza.demo code.a. Fully qualified name has come. Okay, and here let me say finish. You can see a class has generated with the extends keyword that extends A. That means class B is child of class A, or class A is super type or parent type of class B. Now, if I try to declare the test method again in class B, okay, that will be a typical overriding of the test method. This is what we call as overriding. Let's change the method as b.test. The message that we are printing from the method, we have changed it to b.test. Okay, this is overriding the method test from class A, which has been inherited from class A in the class B, right? That this is perfectly legal. If we create an object of class B and assign it to even the reference type of class A, then executing the test method on class A reference variable will invoke the method which is present in class B, right? That means this particular method, right? We have seen in polymorphism and dynamic binding. So that's just a repetition statement. So you already know that, okay? So that is a perfect and a valid, overriding of method test from class A inside the class B. Now, if the method in class A, this would have been declared as final. So I told you that final keyword could be used with fields. We have seen what it means with the field. Now we are talking about with methods. So similarly, as the literal meaning of final says, anything that is declared as final is final. That means it cannot be changed. So that means method test now cannot be changed. And by changing the method test, we mean that we cannot give a new definition or something new work to the same test method without changing the parameter, because changing the parameter will mean that it's a overloading, it's not overriding. So that means, in short, here we will get a compilation error, cannot override the final method from A. Overriding means changing the definition, right? So when a method is declared as final, you cannot change in the subclass the definition. You cannot override that particular method in the subclass. So simply, when a method is declared as final, that means the method cannot be overridden in the child classes. That's not possible. Okay? Guys, clear? You
Yes,
will
sir.
only. Okay. So that's not possible. Now, similarly, so let me just remove this test method, rather. Let's say that it's not test, but test of B. Test of B means it's a new method. It's not overridden method of class A, right? So it's a new method. Now you see the error goes because that's a new method, and I can write a new method in the new class or a child class. So that's not a problem. Okay. Now let's say we have seen the meaning of final keyword with the field, and we have seen the meaning of final keyword with the method. Now let's see what is the meaning of final keyword with the class declaration. So here the class declaration, here is this line number 9 is the class declaration of class A. If, let me say, this declaration is final, public, final. Now this class A is final. I have declared this class A as final. Okay, let me save the code. Now, as soon as I save the code, you see the class B starts giving the compilation error, and not on the method this time, but on the class declaration of class B this time. It says the type B cannot subclass the final class A. The type B cannot subclass the final class A. That means you cannot extend class B from class A, because extending means you are going to add, you are free to add something to this class B, maybe new variable, maybe new methods, and that's an extension. Child class can extend the parent class. So that means even the definition of the parent class is somehow being changed conceptually. That because we say that B is A, right? So when A is final, then there is no question of any alteration in A, right? So if you declare the class itself as final, then you are restricted from extending that class. You cannot create a child class out of that class. That means class A remains final, means it cannot be subclassed. Okay? Guys, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go to a.java where we were writing the comment. So class declaration, if we have declared class declared as final, so it means that the final declared class can not be subclassed. That means you cannot create a child out of it. You cannot write another class which can extend from this class. Okay? Clear? For method declaration, it means for the method declared as final in parent class and not be overridden in child class. Now you are free to make the child class because you have not created the class as final, but the method cannot be overridden. The method cannot be changed in child class. Okay. When you say you have created the field as final, then it means a new value to that field would not be assigned anywhere in the code or the field is no longer a variable, rather it is a constant now. ठीक है, ये तीनों कमेंट मैंने अब लिख दिए, इस पे चीज आपको भेज दूंगा मैं कोड को, ताकि कोड देखकर क्या समझ जाएंगे. ओके. इसको मैं नीचे डाल करके कमेंट डाल देता हूं. It will give you compilation error. Now it's not showing the compilation error because class A itself is final, so the first error comes with the class declaration itself. Once if that would have not been the condition, you would have seen the error here. Compiler error, because method test is declared final in class A. Okay. Here also compiler error because class A itself is declared final. Okay. Okay. Now let's see an example of a class which has been declared as final in Java world. So let's see string str. We have defined a different variable for the object string, right? Let's go and see the code of string class. You see the class itself has been declared as final, right? So that means if we want to create a new class, and let me say the name is subclass of string, okay? And as soon as we try to extend it from string class, we get a compiler error, extends, right? Keyword is not correct. We get a compiler error. The type subclass of a string cannot subclass the final class string because the class string, the parent class is defined as final. So that's final. You cannot subclass it because subclassing would mean that you are going to make certain changes. Okay, either by overriding or by extending. Okay, so that is not possible. So there is a reason why string class has been made intentionally as final, so that no one should be in a position to, subclass it. We will discuss in some other class, some other session, that why this class string has been made final and why you will prefer to make a class as final. As of now, just know that If you do not want to make any changes to the variable value, then declare that variable as final and make it a constant. If you do not want to make any changes to the method of a particular class, so that it could not be changed by overriding in the subclass, make that method as final. If you want to make the whole class as something which could not be extended, then make that class as final. Okay? Use cases, I will tell you in some other class why this class string has been declared as final and why you will choose to declare a class as final. So is it okay, guys, till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have also seen about interfaces previously. So let me create a new interface just for the demo purpose. Test interface, just like classes, you can create interfaces. Okay. And let me declare a few variable over here. Int a. If I just try to say int a, that is a declaration. I'm not assigning a value, right? So see, I'm getting a compilation error in the interface. The blank field, final field A may not have been initialized. Normally, we get this error when we try to declare a variable inside a method and when we try to use that particular method, right? Then we get such errors because a method variable does not get a default value. Okay? And a method local variable goes into the stack. So before using it, it must be initialized to some value. But an instance variable, as we know, always is initialized with a default value. And this is something very much similar to instance variable, although this is not a class. Interface is not a class. It's an interface. Test interface is an interface. But we are just using it as a state variable. So that means test interface variables could not be treated as an instance variables. I'm forcing on variables. However, we can always say we can assign an initial value to it, and that's okay. Okay. So क्या हुआ? Integer a is equal to 9. That means by default all the fields that we create, you can see it's green, right? That means it's public. There is a S written over there. It means it's static, and there's a F written over there. That means it's final. So all the fields that we declare inside our interface, that's by default public, static, and final. That's the rule. Okay, that means we can only define a constant. And that constant could be used along with the name of the interface directly without creating the object. We cannot create the object of the interfaces, right? So we can say test interface dot A to read the value, not to reassign the value. Okay. So for example, if we want to go to test a.java, and here we want to use that particular value, so we will say test interface dot a. That's it. ठीक है, यहाँ पे कुछ यूज नहीं हो रहा है ये, और rather we can say we want to print it system.out.println. तो ये करना चाहे तो हम ऐसे कर लें. ये है या x है, क्या है? ये है, right? So we can print this value. That is possible. We can print this value because this is a constant, and the constant could be read and printed, right? It could be used, right? But we cannot write a code like this. Test interface A is equal to 5, for example. This is not possible because A is by default a final field, which is a constant. So the compilation error, let's see what it is. यहाँ से देख लेते हैं इसमें. The final field test interface.a cannot be assigned. The same error. That means it's a final field and cannot be assigned a new value, right? So we know that any variable declared inside the interface, it's a constant. And there is a convention of writing a constant. It should be written in caps, and if there are multiple words, it should be differentiated with underscore. Yeah. Let's say, for example, I want to declare IFSC code for banks. If this application is for a bank application, right? So IFSC underscore code, right? And that will be, of course, a string value. I should not say it's an integer value. That's a string value. It's a and then I will assign a value to it. Okay. Say BKI Bank of India 0000123 something. Okay. And then semicolon. Okay. And here in test.java, I want to print that particular value. Assigning is not possible. We already know that. We want to print that particular value. System.out.println. Okay. Just interface dot IFSC code. You see, अगर मैं इसे hover भी करता हूँ, if I try to just hover it, I will see the string BKI. Actually, it's a string only, right? So it's giving me the same string. Okay. But now the value of this string is quite obvious by the name IFSC code that what this string actually means, right? So this is an old technique to define all the constants within the interface. For example, my application is for banks, so I will have the constant like IFSC code, the bank, other bank codes like Swift code and so on, right? Uh, so for the different types of accounts, say FD account, or for say for example a saving account, or for any other kind of accounts, we want to have some certain strings, and those strings must not change, right? So anyone should not be allowed. A developer should not be allowed to change that particular string anywhere in the code. So he can use this way. So while he writes this test interface and he use control space to see the drop down, he will see the name rather here, which is more meaningful. If I have to pass this value as a parameter to a particular method, then if I try to write the string, the same string, BKI 0000123 4, whatever is there, that is also perfectly valid. But in that case, a typo mistake is very much prone. That means there are chances that we can make a typo mistake, and that will insert a bug if that particular value is not correct. But if I click here, there are no chances for a typo mistake, right? Another thing benefit that we get out of it is that if the constants are maintained in the interface, and if someday the IFSC code of the bank is changed for all the banks from the government itself, in that case, I will have to just make a change over here, and throughout the application, wherever this constant is being used, the IFSC code is automatically changed. So we have we also have this technique to solve the duplicacy problem of constants. We do not code the constant at multiple places. Rather, we just keep it at one place and use it with with the reference of the constant name. ठीक है? Guys, clear है? All the fields in interface are constant. ठीक है? That means they are final. Also, they are by default public as well as static. Okay? So whether I choose to write these public, static, and final before this variable name, or whether I do not write, by default it is public, static, and final. Okay? Just a minute, guys. Okay, guys, clear? Any doubts? नहीं किया क्या? कर दिया? Yeah. People online? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
भाई शोएब के अलावा बाकी लोग? अनिकेत okay? Others please say yes or no. Okay. Azra, Sajid, Hudaifa,
Yes, sir.
Mohammed Imran. Okay. Tushar, Simran, Ishan, Mehak. Okay. Yashvir. I think this concept is simple, so no one should have a problem to understand it. Even if you have a difficulty, you can repeat the class and come again with me. Marcos, you very rarely attend the class. Are you there? Marcos, are you there? Can you switch on the mic? Marcos, please switch on the mic.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying that you very rarely attend the class. Why, man?
No, sir, I was having some problems with my connectivity. I shifted, so I didn't have internet at home.
Yeah, try to be regular.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure,
you know
sir.
that
Now
these
I'm
lectures are
I'm
being
back.
uploaded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so try to go through whatever you have missed.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I've seen the classes in the group.
Okay.
All right.
So that's it about the final keyword. What about the methods of interfaces? As we said that the fields are by default public, static, and final, right? So what about the methods? We already discussed it, but again, just for the sake of repetition, I'm asking, what about the methods of interfaces? What are they by default? Anyone?
Maybe abstract.
What, Shoaib? Who was that? Shoaib or someone else?
Yes, sir.
Repeat, please.
सर आपने मेथड पूछा ना कि
हाँ हाँ मेथड क्या होगा by default?
सर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट होता है.
Abstract होगा. Right. Abstract we don't have to put the abstract keyword, right? Anything extra? Anything else apart from abstract? No idea? देख लेते हैं करके लिख के देख लेते हैं. Let's say void add. And I'm writing add, then I must pass at least 2 parameters to indicate that it's adding 2 numbers. Otherwise, it may get confused. So this is the method, right? Let me just hover over here. It's abstract and it's public, right? So whether I put public, abstract, or I do not put this public and abstract, it's perfectly fine. The method is already public, it's already abstract. Fine? Guys? So that's it for today. I'm going to drop the call. Yeah, one announcement, please listen very carefully. Let the people who are not available, let them also know. The chances are that next week I will be traveling and I will be on leave. So you will get this 1 week at the last option, last chance to revise through all the lectures that we have, had in our semester till now. This will be the 20th lecture, I believe, right? So I will upload this and make sure that you, within this week, you are, gone through this lecture. If you have any problem, post in the WhatsApp group. Even though I will be on leave to answer, other people may also answer. So we'll try to handle the things. And this is the last chance, I'm saying, because just after I will come back from my travel, we will have another 1 week or 2 week class, a regular class in a very, very fast mode. So if you have not gone through these classes, you won't be able to understand that. Make it very clear. And immediately after those 1 or 2 weeks, we will have the third and the final test. And that test, the mode of the test will be, I will ask you to write a program spontaneously. I will give this the topic and I will ask you to write the program. And immediately after the submission, we will start the Viva. That means I will ask you each and everything about that program, anything apart from the program, from the syllabus, whatever is possible. So that is going to be very, very important because it will cover theoretical marks, the third test marks, as well as the Viva lab marks also, lab internal marks. Okay, I will come to know about each one of you, what is your level, and that will be a mandatory thing. No second chance will be given. So in that case, if you are not able to perform, then I will definitely be able to understand every bit of your knowledge. So make sure you utilize this last chance, because then you won't get the time. And at the time, most of the teachers will be in a hurry, in a rush to complete their syllabus. You will have to study a lot. So make sure till today's lecture that I will upload today, you are going to make sure that you are well versed with this lecture when I return back after this 1 week. Okay, guys? Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
So pass the word to everyone, because this is definitely going to be the last chance. इसके बाद में आपको छुट्टियां मिलेंगी कि आप पढ़ पाए, ना क्लास ब्रेक होगा, लगातार क्लास होगा, फास्ट पेस में क्लास होगा, सिलेबस कवर करना होगा, और कवर करने के बाद इमीडिएटली बात जो होगा आपका रिटन टेस्ट होगा, जो कि प्रॉपर्ली अब वो ऑप्शन वाले क्वेश्चंस अब नहीं आएंगे. You won't get the questions with the options, right? Multiple choice questions. You won't get that. You will get the question now in which you have to write the program, right? I will ask everyone to basically come just like a final exam. You will have to keep your camera on, your microphone available, everything, just like a final exam, right? And then you will have to appear in the exam. I might interrupt in between with anyone to ask him or her to share his screen and discuss the things. And immediately after the test, we will start the Viva. And in the Viva, I will ask you to the complete depth to understand what level of understanding you have gained so far of the Java language and the programming as a whole. So that is going to be very, very difficult. ठीक है? तो इस पे मेहनत कर लो बेटा, फिर दूसरा चांस मैं नहीं दूंगा. अब तक कई सारे चांसेस आपको दिए हैं, अब इसके बाद कोई चांस नहीं मिलेगा. Okay guys, thank you very much. I am dropping the call.